Well, g'day everybody. Today we are having a squiz at the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, which is an action and indie action sort of board game RPG. So it's basically like playing a board game with some turn-based combat. The Warlock of Firetop Mountain is a tabletop adventure come to life. This fantasy solo RPG combines unique simultaneous turn-based combat with a journey that changes based on each figurine you take into Firetop Mountain. Which hero will you take into Zagor's lair this time? Kind of we'll see as we go. Let's start I don't know what happened to my cursor, to be honest. My cursor seems to have disappeared. Let's try that again, shall we? Go over to there. There we go. There it is. It disappeared. Let's go into a new game. I've had a little bit of a fiddle with this one. Big thank you to the developers for allowing us to play this game, and there will be a link below for you guys to check it out. Basically like playing a tabletop game, a tabletop RPG. Let's click to continue. Let me begin a new journey, or who are you, Oriana? Let me begin a new journey. Let's select our figurine. Oh, okay. So what you see here is we've got the first lot of figurines that we can choose. We've got another lot of figurines here that we haven't unlocked, but you unlock as you progress through them. Another set over here, which are epic adventurers, which you can also unlock, and Kickstarter heroes for those who supported on Kickstarter. And Goblin Scourge Heroes, which is a DLC pack that you can actually purchase yourself. We're going to come across to Atlantean Heroes, and we've got a couple of different heroes here. We've got 4 different heroes here. These are just background figurines and stuff, and as you can see, they're set up like tabletop. We've got Lunica Icardi, who has keen eye and is dexterous. A keen explorer, especially of the bustling cities that she had previously thought were only legend. Every new person, place, or object she encounters is thoroughly questioned, explored, or examined before she rushes on to the next exciting discovery. Her endless enthusiasm can be tiring for her adventuring companions who take their civilized surroundings for granted. Now, we just pop back there, and it has some stats there and stuff. This is Deke and Strom. So Deke and Strom, you can see their attacks here, and their attacks are laid out in specific grids. A single attack to the right, a single strike directly in front. Mercenary skills to use with simple yet effective attack, which gives a light slash, a right slash like that. And firing a bolt from his crossbow and then ducking to the side for cover, which is actually really, really cool as well. It gives you stamina, skill, and luck as stats there. He's dexterous and he has a keen eye, so he notices things that would normally be unseen or ignored. We also have Alexandra of Blacksand. Alexandra of Blacksand is kind of almost like a thief. She has 18 stamina, 10 skill, and 8 luck. You can see her attacks listed down the side here, with a quick jab as well, near lightning speed. Hit before the target can move, which is actually really, really good, because the targets usually move prior to you having your attack. So, which we'll see when we play in the game as well. An experienced adventurer with a deft sword arm, she can sense dangerous situations before they happen, and has built up a good reputation for completing quests quickly and diplomatically, reducing the need for unnecessary conflict. Right, she has a knack for sniffing out trouble and gold. All right, lovely. And over here, we have Aran Gotspeed. He's got 20 stamina, which is pretty cool, 9 skill and 7 luck. He's illiterate, so reading's not his strong suit. His fearsome and terrifying appearance can strike fear into others. Should they manage to sneak a blow under his onslaught, he will likely brush it off. His impressive physique, as if it were a scratch, so he's pretty tough there with his stamina. And you can see the attacks that he does have. So in one fluid movement, he can charge forward, striking at foes either side of him, which is a really cool attack, and Blade Storm, so he can get 3 around the outside of him as well, which is really cool. So I think for this run, I was thinking maybe we go with Alexandra. A little bit sort of difficult to decide, isn't it? I think maybe we'll go with Alexandra for this one with 10 skill, 18 stamina, and these attacks here. So let's select her. Right. Into the mountain. It'll erase any current playthrough. Let's begin. You've chosen Alexandra of Black Sand. If you like, you may select a different hero. If you're happy with your choice, then you may travel to Firetop Mountain and start your adventure. Alternatively, if you want to take part in a combat tutorial, activate free read mode, or want to learn more about the rules of the game, select tutorial rules and free read. So we can travel to Firetop Mountain, we can do the tutorial, or we can select a different hero. Now the combat is quite unique in this. So what I might do for this one is go through the tutorial so that you guys can see what the fighting is about. Just to give you a good overview of how the game works. During your adventures, you'll encounter many different foes, magical and monstrous, brigand and beast. There will be an assortment of creatures lurking within Firetop Mountain, eager to bring your adventure to a premature end. But let us learn to walk before we start running, shall we? Lin Wen Sai wants to fight some quintains, which will allow you to experience some basic combat practice. So let's fight the quintains. Again, it has kind of a bit of a different sort of a different combat system in it, which is really, really interesting. During combat, you can choose to move or attack by selecting a space. Right. Select move to advance towards the quintain. Let's do it. So we can move to here. And we shall move. Right. After you select your action, both you and your opponent will play out their moves simultaneously. So as opposed to you have your shot and then the enemy has their shot, or vice versa, then both the enemy and yourself are performing your moves at exactly the same time. So it's kind of a little bit of a dance where you need to preempt exactly what your enemy is going to do. Okay, move to the side to avoid the quintain's attack. So now we don't know that the quintain is attacking us. So let's move to the side, like so, and we'll move to there. And his move was to attack in the space that we're in. Sometimes it's better to attack where the enemy is likely to move to instead of where they currently are, right? Attack the space in front of the quintain. So this is where you kind of, this is where it's kind of a bit of a dance. You don't know whether your enemy is going to attack or attack this spot again, or whether they're going to move, whether you attack that spot, because if you attack that spot and they move, you're not going to hit them or anything. So if we attack this spot here, then he will do his move and we will do our attack. If both of you, you and a foe, try to attack each other at the same time, you'll clash. It's then a test of who has the greatest skill, with the loser taking damage. We've got skill up the top there. Attack the quintain and clash. We shall indeed. Let's attack. Okay, so we're clashing, and this is where we roll a dice for skill. Your enemies will move and attack in somewhat predictable patterns. Pay attention to where they shake to indicate that they'll be attacking next round. Where they shake to. Okay, use your movements and attacks to defeat the quintain. Now, I didn't see where he actually did that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm guessing he's going to move over to here. So I'm going to attack there, like so. And I think he's going to attack here. So I think we shall move to there. No, he attacked directly in front of him. Let's attack him there. And we missed. And we shall... I think we'll just move to here. And he's attacked there. I believe he will move in that direction there. We'll attack him and take him out. So it's a very kind of interesting little ballet of movement and attack. Okay, cool. Right. Here we have two. In addition to the basic attacks, your hero has special attacks they can unleash. These powerful attacks can take several turns to recharge, so use them sparingly. And these are some of the special ones that special attacks that we did have. So defeat this pair of quintains. So now I don't know whether where they're going to. I'm guessing that he's probably going to move across to here. So what we might do, I'm going to throw an attack in there. I may be completely wrong. No, I'm not. This here, piercing strike, which will pierce both of those. So I might do the piercing strike, which is one of the special attacks that he has, that she has. No, I might give an attack here to see what happens. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. So we don't know where he's going to go at this point in time. We can do a piercing attack here, a piercing strike here. But that's what we're going to do. And he's attacked through there. Right. I think he's going to move back into that position there. So I think we're going to attack there. And we've taken him out. Let's move ourselves into this position here. And it looks like he's going to attack in this direction. So we can either move out of the way or we can clash. I'm going to... Oh, no. I clicked the wrong one. Bugger. Let's attack in that direction and we'll take him out. I actually clicked attack rather than move. All right, so let's continue on. There we go. So, but let us learn to walk. Yep, no worries. We've done that. We've defeated them. We lost 2 stamina and we gained 3 souls. Lovely. All right, learn about stamina, skill, and luck. So we might as well have a look at this and before we travel to the mountain. Your hero starts the adventure with 3 main scores: skill, stamina, and luck. Your skill reflects your swordsmanship and general fighting expertise. The higher, the better. Your stamina score reflects your general constitution, your will to survive, your determination, and overall fitness. The higher your stamina score, the longer you will be able to survive. Your luck indicates how naturally lucky a person you are. Luck and magic are facts of life in Alancia. Your skill, stamina, and luck scores change constantly during an adventure. The adventure sheet will keep a record of these changes. Note that although you may be awarded additional points, these totals will never exceed your initial scores except on very rare occasions. During your adventure, you'll be called upon to test your luck and test your skill. If the number rolled on 2d6 is equal to or less than your current luck or skill score, you have been lucky or skillful. If the number rolled is higher than your current luck or skill score, you have been unlucky or unskillful. Be warned, your luck score will always reduce by 1 every time you test your luck. Sooner or later, your luck will run out, which is actually a pretty good, a pretty good mechanic, really, because luck does eventually run out, doesn't it? Continue. Let's travel to Firetop Mountain. And off we go. Okay, the villagers of Amble cheered with excitement as you began your 2-day hike to Firetop Mountain. Cries of, "Return to us safely, Alexandra, and may the luck of the gods be with you," rang out. Your fame reaches even to remote towns like Anvil. Lovely. Your mysterious patron, a sorcerer known to you only as Kith, wants to seek a massive ruby known as the Eye of Cyclops and give it to Zagor, the warlock who rules this mountain. When you ask Kith about the significance of the rumor of the ruby, the sorcerer only smiled and said, "You'll see." The citizens who live in the foothills of the mountain fear Zagor and have been very reluctant to tell you anything that may help you find him, fearing for their own safety. You have mixed feelings about the adventure ahead, and you just hope that Kith's instructions are honourable and you do not let the local people down. One thing is clear, though. You will not be dealing with any ordinary wielder of magic. You must be on your guard. It takes 2 days to reach the menacing-looking mountain with its sharp, rocky crags that jut out at unnatural angles. At the top you can see the eerie red colouring, probably some savage vegetation, which has given the mountain its name. You approach a cave, a known entrance used by a local band of orcs, your hand gripping the hilt of your long sword as you consider what dangers may lie ahead. Your adventure starts here. And there's a beautiful picture. The artwork is quite nice in this too. Peer into the gloom. And here we are. Right. You see dark, slimy walls with pools of water on the stone floor in front of you. The air is cold and dank. Hearing faint scurrying to the east, you light your lantern. With the smell of orc up my nose, I have a feeling I'm going to meet some formidable foes. That ruby is in this mountain somewhere, so I'm going to have to ask politely, using my sword, of course. Step wearily into the blackness. You stand in a dark, slimy cave entrance. Approach the fork ahead. Up here we have an inventory. At the moment we've got 5 gold, sword, dagger, and 5 provisions. We have a lantern, the backpack, and the rope. And this is our quest here. This also gives us our bio and the type of attacks in case we need to find those. Well, lovely. Up here is our settings, and then up the left-hand side is our skill, stamina, and luck. Let's approach the fork ahead, which is over here. And that's our option. It's almost like sitting down and having a dungeon master read for you. All right, lovely. After a few yards, you arrive at a junction. We can turn west or we can turn east. I think we will turn west. A little way along the passageway, you come to what is clearly a sentry post. To continue. And it looks like there's a sleeping orc there. You approach with caution and can see an orc in leather armour asleep at his post. I hope all of Zagor's minions are this lazy. This could be my quickest adventure yet. Carefully approach the sleeping orc. So we can awake him and interrogate him, or we can try and tiptoe past him. We're going to wake and interrogate him. You prod the orc awake with the pommel of your sword. He leaps to his feet, flailing for his weapon, which you swiftly kick out of reach. I am Alexandra of Blacksand. I seek the eye of Cyclops. The orc seems to recognize you, or at least he recognizes your sharp sword and heavy armor. He does not speak the trade tongue, but his shrugging and sniveling make it clear that you are not going to get any useful information out of him. You tie him up and gag him. Continue along the passage. Right. The passageway begins to widen until you enter a cave. However, blocking the cave's exit are 2 of the ugliest creatures you have ever seen. They have the proportions of dogs, but their hide is rough and scaly. Each beast is chained to the cave wall, secured to their thick brass collars. The 2 orc hounds begin to snarl and strain at their chains. They cannot reach you, but their chains are long enough that should you approach, you will not be able to escape their slavering jaws. I've come across these poor creatures before on previous quests. Orcs generally don't treat them very well, which can make them quite vicious. You're going to have to deal with them quickly, one way or another, before they attract the attention of an orc patrol, or maybe something even worse. We could throw some food at them, or we could draw our weapon and do what has to be done. Let's draw our weapon. Drawing your weapon, you're prepared to engage the orc hounds in combat. However, because they are chained to the walls, their movement is limited. So we're going to be at a little bit of an advantage here, and I'm wondering whether they actually can actually move away from the walls. Let's do a piercing strike through there. And let's move into this direction here. Let's do a... He's going to move forward, right? Let's do an attack into there. No, he's not. And it looks like he's going to move into here. So let's attack there. And he's not. Okay. Move across to here. Attack. No, we're both attacking that area. Let's try that again. No, he may move into that area, mightn't he? So let's move in this direction. And let's attack there. Okay, we got him. I would guess that he's probably going to move across here. I don't think he's going to attack again. So let's see if we can attack in there. And we've taken him out. Let's move to here. And let's attack there. Lovely. You are triumphant. Let's continue. All right, so we got hit once there, so our stamina's gone down to 17 from 18. You lost 1 stamina and you gained 4 souls. Okay, you've defeated the Orc Hounds. Let's head through there. Now, these little things here are places. Leaving the cave as quickly as you can, you follow the new passageway as it turns north. These here are where you can actually rest. Set against the wall is a wooden bench where you may rest. So if we sit on the bench and rest, player, I would strongly advise sitting on this bench. If you do not, Alexander or Blackstone will not be able to resurrect at this location if they perish. So it's kind of, if you die, this is where you go back to, basically. You can rest and consume some provisions, which will bring that stuff up again, but we're just going to sit on the bench. You sit on the bench and rest for a moment, your aching muscles ease and your tiredness wanes. It is good to take a break on your adventure. So we gain 5 stamina there. Beautiful. Click to continue. Continue along the passage. But because we have a cap of 18 on our stamina, then obviously we don't go over that. Let's see. To your left, on the west face of the passage, there is a rough-cut wooden door. You listen at the door and can hear a rasping sound that may be some sort of creature snoring. We can either press on northwards or we can open the door. Let's open the door rather than head northwards. The door opens to reveal a small, smelly room. In the center of the room is a rickety wooden table on which stands a lit candle. Underneath the table is a small wooden box. Okay, judging by the remains of the dwarven architecture, this room has not changed much from its original purpose. Sleeping quarters for the night watch. Proving that your educated guess is correct, you see a green-skinned orc asleep on a straw mattress. Let's click to continue. I wonder what's in that wooden box. We can try and steal the box without waking the orc, or we can gently close the door and return to the corridor. Let's try and steal the box. And this, we might have a little bit of luck come into play here. Treading softly, you easily extract the wooden box from under the table. Your luck holds out as you easily back out of the room without waking the orc. You leave the room and open the box in the passage. A hidden compartment has been knocked loose, revealing a cache of gold pieces. There is also a small mouse, which must have been the creature's pet. 4 gold pieces. Lovely. You release the mouse, which scurries off down the passageway. Continue onward. So we stand outside the orcish sleeping quarters. We've got to follow the passage, and we should notice we've got 9 gold now as well. And some resurrection stones. Lovely. All right, let's follow the passage, shall we? Here we go. You arrive at another door. You listen at it, but hear nothing. Let's try opening the door. Why not? We might as well explore as much as we possibly can. The door opens to reveal a small room with a stone floor and dirty walls. There's a stale smell in the air. In the center of the room is a makeshift wooden table on which is standing a lit candle. Under the table is a small box. In the far corner of the room is a straw mattress. Let's open the box. There are carved runes on the box. Due to your excellent education, you can roughly translate these into snake surprise. As you pick it up, something rattles within. And there's a snake. Lovely. You open the lid and a small snake pops out of the box, eager to bite your wrist. Even though you're surprised, you manage to dodge them. Bite the snakes. Great. Snakes. All right. What's going to happen? Let's move across to here. And let's do a piercing strike. Do an attack. Lovely. And a quick jab over there. Perfect. You are triumphant. Continue. Lovely. You are... Victory. You lost no stamina and you gained 4 souls. You have defeated the snakes. Perfect. The box has fallen to the ground during your fight with the snakes. There appears to be nothing else inside. It must have been a practical joke made by one of the orcs. You decide to continue to head deeper into the orcs' barracks. Let's leave the empty room. So interesting. Now here we go. We can go eastward or we can continue northward. So we kind of have a little bit of a choice here. I think we might turn northward and head in this direction. Further up the passage on the west wall, you see another wooden door. You listen to the door and hear the worst singing you've ever heard in your life. Let's go and investigate it. Why the hell not? And we've got some orcs in here. The door opens to reveal a small room. The room is dirty and unkempt. A straw mattress lies in one corner, and in the far corner a flight of steps leads out of the chamber. In the center of the room is a wooden table upon which a candle burns, lighting the room with its flickering flame. A small box rests under the table. We've heard that before. Seated around the table are 2 small orcs with warty skin dressed in leather armor. Handsome. Have a look at how awesome these drawings are. Click to continue. They are drinking some sort of grog, and by the way they stagger to their feet on your arrival, you assume they are very, very drunk. So you can pull your weapon and leap out forward, or we can question them. Let's question the orcs. You there, you command, pointing your sword at the orcs. I seek the eye of the Cyclops. Where can I find it? One of the orcs speaks your language. Dunno about no eye of Cyclops. We just having a quiet drink. The other orc waves his mace threateningly. At least it would be threatening if he could control it enough to work up a decent swing, which he can't. Your lips curling in disgust, you leave the orcs to their drinking, slam the door and turn on up the passage. Well, we kind of avoided a bit of conflict there, didn't we? And it looks like there might be a door through there. Follow the new passageway to the southeast or keep heading north. I want to go up and have a look what's in this room. So let's keep moving forward. Okay, lovely. You arrive at the end of the passage and at a 3-way junction. Let's follow it to the west. You listen at the door and hear angry shouting coming from within. That's a little bit covered up. Let's open the door and investigate, shall we? And we've walked into a very nasty little spot. You open the door to a large room. A large chair behind a solid-looking table suggests that something of rank uses this room. And it looks like a slave master or something of the kind. In the corner of the room stands a strange-looking orc with a warty face, standing over a smaller orc. With the whip in his hand, he's been beating his servant, who is whimpering beneath him. Spring at the orc and hope his servant will aid you, or attack them both quickly later. Let's spring at the orc. As you spring at the orc, his servant rises to his feet, picks up a hefty wooden stick and joins the melee. But to your disappointment, he attacks you, ungrateful wretch. Let's continue the fight. The battle commences. I'm hoping we might find something decent in this room. Right. Okay, so he's going to attack there. I don't know whether he can attack too. Let's move to here. Let's attack you. Clashing. We should be okay in this. We are. Let's move to here. Oh, we got hit then. Let's do ourselves a piercing strike. And let's move to... Well, it looks like he's going to attack there, but that doesn't make too much sense. We may get hit, and we did. Okay, let's hold off there. Let's attack there. Move across. No, we can only attack that tile. Let's move to here and see how we go. We have lost a little bit of stamina here. I reckon he's going to attack, isn't he? Let's maybe attack that spot. Let's do a piercing strike. Miss that. Let's attack. And I think he's probably going to move into here. So let's attack that. No, he doesn't. And attack there. And attack here again. We missed. We should be able to do a quick jab and finish him off there. You are triumphant. Continue. Okay, we lost 4 stamina in there. We did get hit pretty hard a couple of times, and we gained 4 souls. We've defeated the orcs. The green blood of the dead orcs smells foul as it seeps from their bodies. There is a chest nearby. You step around the corpses and decide to investigate. It is of sturdy construction, made of strong oak and iron, and it is firmly locked. So we're going to try and smash it with our weapon, I think. The lock was obviously inadequate. It flies off and lands on the floor several meters away. You lift up the heavy lid and your eyes widen as you see the gold sheen coming from within. A fair number of gold pieces are inside. In one corner lies a small black bottle with a tight glass stopper containing a liquid of some kind. But as you are admiring this treasure, you hear a soft click and wince in pain as a small dart shoots forward into your stomach. It was trapped. No, we lost 3 stamina. We're down to 11 stamina. We sink to the floor. You pull the dart out and decide to bandage the wound. This gives some relief, but you are still weak. You decide to take it easy and examine the contents of the chest. There is a stash of gold pieces, and the label on the bottle shows it to be a potion of invisibility. Good for 1 dose. That's going to be handy. 25 gold pieces. Woohoo! Let's take the bottle as well. You take the potion of invisibility. What a find. This will definitely come in handy during your adventure. Right. There we go. We can rest and consume some provisions. Now, as you remember, we had 5 provisions. Do we really need to use any provisions? I don't think we do. But we now have a potion of invisibility in here as well, which is really, really cool. And we have 34 gold. I think we will sit on the bench and rest. You sit down on the bench and rest for a moment. Your aching muscles ease and your tiredness wanes. It is good to take a break on your adventure. We've gained +5 stamina. We're still 2 off our full amount, but that will be okay. Leave the room through the north door. Lovely. And there we go. So you can see that the whole the tabletopness of it, and it's actually quite fun. It's written quite well. There's a few repeats in there and stuff with the the candle flickering on the table with the box underneath and all that type of stuff, but you still don't know what you're going to get. So, and we would continue to go through Firetop Mountain basically and continue on with our quests. So this is the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. If you love RPGs, you love playing tabletop, This will be a really good one for you to check out. And I hope that you've enjoyed this first look. Don't forget that there is a link below. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye.